Greetings. I hope this video finds you calm and peaceful. Regardless, it's time to relax and enjoy your daily Russian math problem. Today's problem is for the 3rd grade and comes from the 19th Primary School Olympiad, held in 2015. This Olympiad has already been featured in this channel in regular episode number 7. Here is the problem in its original formulation. The translation will follow shortly, but first, let's get you the daily dosage of Russian you didn't know you needed. На столе стоит 16 коробок. В каждой из них либо лежит яблоко, либо лежит апельсин, либо коробка пуста. Известно, что в каждом ряду, вертикальном и горизонтальном, есть одно яблоко и один апельсин. Кое-где прикреплены таблички с указанием, какой фрукт ближе всего к краю в этом ряду. Ваня открыл одну из коробок и обнаружил, что она пустая, отмечена на рисунке темным квадратом. Найдите, какие фрукты лежат в каких коробках. And now the English version. There are 16 boxes on the table. Each of them is either empty or contains an apple or an orange. It is known that in each row, vertical and horizontal, there is exactly one apple and one orange. In some places, there are tablets indicating which fruit is closest to the edge in the row. Vanya has already opened one of the boxes and found it empty, marked on the figure with a dark square. Find which fruits are located where. The first thing we want to look at is the bottom right corner. Due to the conflicting constraints given by the problem setup, we know that we cannot satisfy them both, and therefore this square must be empty. Now looking at the last vertical row and looking at the constraints on the right, we see that the only position where we can put an apple is here. Now let's consider the upper row. There are two possible positions for the apple here. It's either this box or this. At the moment, we cannot exactly say which one, so let's just try and choose this one. Let's now consider this horizontal row. Where can we put the apple here? Since we already have an apple right there, it cannot be here, since we already have an apple in this row. Here, we cannot put an apple, because here's a constraint that there should be an orange closest to this mark. So, the apple must be here. As a consequence of this, we can look at this row and observe that to satisfy this constraint, we have to put an orange in this box, meaning that the other two boxes in the row are empty. Let us now look at the last row. Where can we put an apple? Since we already have an apple here, we cannot place the apple in this box, meaning that it has to go here. This leaves only one place for the orange, right there. However, we have now violated a constraint saying that the closest fruit to the left in this row should be an apple. Returning to our dilemma on where to place the apple in the upper row, we now know that the correct answer is placing it here. From here on, things become much easier. Due to the orange constraint on the right, we know that this box has to be occupied by an orange. This automatically means that this box is empty and these two boxes are empty. Now looking at this row, due to the constraints that we have, we know that there's an apple here and an orange in here. Now we can look at this first vertical row. Due to the existing constraints, we know that we have to put our orange here. This automatically means that these two boxes are empty and this box is also empty. We now only have two boxes to discover, and the constraints are clear that the apple should be on the left and the orange should be on the right. We have arrived to the solution to the puzzle, and therefore the problem is solved. This concludes today's episode of your daily Russian math. I hope you enjoyed it. До свидания.